Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sex Talk with Kisa, where we will be discussing all things sex and yum. The aim of the channel, like I said before, is to normalize the topic of sex, to make it easy, breezy, light and normal. We want to be able to talk to our partners openly, freely, the way we discuss everything else to do with our lives, our schedules, our household needs and wants and everything else that goes on in our lives. We want to be able to chat about that just as freely with the sex, okay? That's the aim of the channel. Essentially, that is the aim of the channel. And to everyone that's come into my inbox, especially on Facebook, thank you so much for all the comments. I do appreciate it. I understand that it's not easy for anyone to comment publicly on the YouTube channel, the comment section. So I do understand that. So I thank you anyway for, the messages. And I've had so many beautiful messages on my inbox. People loving the channel, loving the content. So if you're new, thank you, welcome. Please subscribe if you like it, share, give us comments in the comment section. It doesn't have to be anything sexual, anything deep, just tell us if you like us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell button so when we do upload new videos, you're first to know. And that way we can be friends, and we can be friends for a long time. I'll be your sex chat friend, if I can say that. So, today's topic comes from, I've had quite a few comments on the same issue, coming from different angles, but boiling down to the same thing. And we are talking sex, masturbation, sexuality, and religion. Ooh, I know it's a big one. I know it will be uncomfortable for some people, and please, I do not want to offend anybody. And if you do feel offended at any point in the video, I really apologize. That's not the intention. The intention really is to help. Really is to help. That way you feel there's a restriction regarding religion and, the sex part of your life, to try and help you navigate that, because it really is a thing. I'm a Christian, I know. I've been a Christian for a long time. So I know what the Bible says about sex and masturbation and so, you can read up for yourself. Whether it's the Bible, whether it's, I don't know what other religions and what other religions teach regarding sex. But I will talk from a Christian perspective because that's what I know. And it's very easy to Google and find what the Bible says about these things, okay? So, having said that, let me just side note quickly. I'm not a sex therapist, practitioner, expert in any way. We're just chatting, and I'm someone that loves to think, and I love to read. I didn't for a while, but I love to read again. I love learning. And when I come and chat about stuff, it's because I've taken some time, obviously from experience and from people, chatting openly, and also taken time to read and just learn, it's important. So I've had at least nine comments regarding this, and I have permission from one lady, a very elderly lady. It's somebody I know very well, very close to me. And I have permission to speak on it. I will obviously not mention her name and not be so specific to her details, but I will, touch on what she mentioned because it's a thing. So she said to me, and we got straight into it. Kisa, I can come or I can orgasm when I masturbate or when I touch myself. I cannot come with my husband or orgasm with my husband. She never has, and she's never orgasmed with any other man she was ever with or dated before her husband. So this is a very elderly couple, and there are 8 other messages like that. So that just saddened me. It really did, because she said she doesn't masturbate. She used to many years ago. She doesn't anymore because she believes it to be a sin. So we know what the Bible says about masturbation, right? We know that it's regarded as a sin. And please, anything that we discuss on this channel is not that we're advocating for promiscuity or we're advocating for rebellionism. Like, no one wants you to rebel and go haywire. It's just that we are saying be free, Be easy, be light with each other, with your husband, with your partner. There is nothing wrong with being open and honest in your marriage, talking about these things with your partner. And you guys coming to a place of understanding, hearing each other, understanding each other, respecting each other. And still after all that, trying stuff, being open to trying and experimenting, right? So she's been obviously following and watching the videos, and when I spoke about the orgasm and learning your body and touching yourself, she said she understands that, but when you touch yourself, you obviously want to climax, you want to go there. And then I said, okay, I understand that. Obviously, if you're going to masturbate, the end goal is to climax, right? Orgasm. But if it's a religious thing, and you feel that you want to, but you want to learn your body, right? But you don't want to masturbate because you don't want to climax. Because if you go that way, you're sinning. Touch yourself. Touch yourself till it feels good. Then you know, okay. And I would maybe say start part by part. Start with your boobs maybe. And then next time, start by touching your other parts of your body, very sensually yourself. You need that time by yourself. If you're going to learn the process of learning your body with your partner, it's even better. And if you're with your partner, then you have no restrictions. Then it's, wow, you can go wild. But if you're alone, then when you do eventually go down to your vagina and touch, touch until you feel. Put your fingers in there, make sure you lubricate it, clean hands. Put your fingers in there, touch, until you get to know which side of your vagina is more sensitive, or which boob is more sensitive, or which side feels better, or harder, softer, deeper, shallow, like those things. Once you know, back off, and then wait now to teach your partner, because I said learn your body, and when you know your body, it's easy for you to teach your partner, right? That was the whole foundational video, like we started with, like learn your body, and that way it's easy to then speak to your partner and be open and honest about what you want and what you want to try, because you know yourself. If you can do it with your partner, all well and good. If you can't and you're still not confident, you can do it yourself without crossing the line, because I know there's that line, and you don't want to toe the line and then now feel guilty, and then afterwards and then you condemn yourself, and with condemnation comes its own challenges, right? There's also something to be said for who you're married to. This one will be a bit on the controversial side, and I'll welcome all the comments. But, if you're married to your person, and you should marry your person, but if it hasn't been the case, for whatever the reason may be, a lot of us got married young, a lot of people, we get married young, and we grow up. I think as we grow up, side note to both men and women, if you were married young, always in the back of your mind, remember that you're growing. Your wife is growing, your husband is growing. 10 years later, you're not the same people you were when you got married. So grow with each other. That means everything. Because as you grow, you build. The houses come, the cars come, the kids come, right? All these other things come that you've planned for. The sex should also grow. The understanding should grow. The respect should grow. The openness should open up more, if anything, sexually. Because if you can't be open with your partner, who are you supposed to be open with? If you can't say to your partner, touch me here, I want to feel how that feels. Or try, kiss me like this, or bite me like this. Who are you supposed to go to let do those things? Who? It's them, our partners, our husbands, our wives. You're in a committed relationship. We're not advocating for promiscuity. We're not advocating for prostitution. And I'm not coming up against prostitution at all. It's a profession in its own right. And we have to respect everyone and everyone's situation. I said women are very mental. In terms of everything is mental. We start long before the actual act of sex to think about it and feel and contemplate and long for you as the man or as the partner, the husband coming, right? We want that stimulation. We need that stimulation. We do. Our bodies do. Our bodies don't function like men. Men can get an erection, penetrate, and orgasm. No problem. Right? For women, only 25% of women can orgasm from penetration. And by penetration, I mean penis in the vagina, in and out, thrusting in and out, in and out. 25%. The rest needs stimulation, foreplay. Touching. Touch yourself. Your husband, your partner touch you, kiss you, go down on you, eat you out, lick you, flip you, slow it down, pick the pace up, grab you. Ugh. The Bible even says there should be no limitations to the marital bed. And I'm just paraphrasing because I said I'm not going to go into it. You can go and read it for yourself. So, if we're going to feel this restricted because of religion and have a miserable sex life, nothing else will have color in your life. It will all be black and white. People don't understand. Everything else is in place. All the frills and glitter and all the beautiful things are there, but the sex is damaged. And a terrible sex life leads to depression. It does. Because when you're not fulfilled sexually, you can take it for a certain time. And after some time, especially if you've been in a relationship where you've always been told there's something wrong with you, if you're always told something's wrong with you, your body, something's wrong with you, you will believe it. Your body will believe it, and your body will act accordingly. Something's wrong with you. It will shock you out of your socks one day when your body reacts the way God made it to act. When you're loved right, you will be shocked. You'll be grinning from ear to ear because your body is responding to your person, finally. So, take the time. And if it's a religious thing, be open with your partner. If your partner is more religious than you or more strict in that way, if I can even say strict, be open and honest. Open and honest about your feelings. And get counsel. Get counsel. And when I say get counsel, I'm not saying get counsel from somebody who's been married longer than you. For someone who was married for many years. Sometimes you get counsel from people who have been married longer than you, even if you were married longer or long. And the people you're trying to get counsel from because you think they were married longer than you are just as miserable sexually, if not even worse. You don't want to get counsel or sex advice from people you think have been married longer than you and have more experience, unless they have spoken to you the way we're chatting, maybe in a dinner setting, it's been casual, and you know for a fact that, oh, that couple is open, and you've seen the way they are with each other. If you have that cue from a couple, those are your go-to people. They will be honest with you because they found the click. They found that missing thing. They'll help you. But not just anyone because they've been married longer. Doesn't work that way. You'll be shocked that they're more miserable than you maybe. Find a sex therapist who will tell you the truth, pinpoint. You will speak of what's going on. And a professional will know from the first few sentences or first few minutes what's going on with you. And help you specifically in those areas. It's important to get the right advice. If you can't come together or you can't understand each other, it's important to get the right advice. And I will say this, and this is the most important thing. Right? As much as we want to be open sexually and have a really, really good sexual life, because it will bring so much joy into the relationship, right? It will revive a dead bones relationship. It will revive those bones. Okay? As much as we want that, we also want to respect each other. Keep the respect. An elderly lady once said to me, I get on with elderly people. An elderly lady said to me one day, she said, Kisa, you can be in the worst marriage because I've seen the worst marriages. She said, and I've seen that you have to keep your respect as a woman. I didn't need her to tell me that because I grew up that way. That is what I was taught. That is what I know. So I didn't need anyone to teach me that, but it was refreshing to hear it from somebody else other than from what I was taught and from my circle, my family, right? Keep the respect, man and woman, for each other. Keep the understanding. Understand your partner. Listen to your partner. See them. Not see with your eyes, I see you, oh, you look good. You must tell your partner they look good. We all want compliments. You must. It's imperative, actually. Because if you don't tell your partner they look good, who's going to tell them? Someone else is going to tell them. They're going to feel good. So tell them. But see them. See into them. Know them. And what you don't understand, ask. It's important. I know today is a bit different. But if I can just say it again, with the religion thing, and with being worried about, towing the line or sinning, you can still learn your body and not sin. And then when you bring your partner in, you are free and open to speak to each other and listen to each other. It's so beautiful when you have that click. And we all want to marry our person. We all hope to marry our person. But when you are with your person, finally, there is nothing that feels better. Nothing. And even when you're with your person, there will be slumps in relationships because that's normal. Just be mindful that when the slump comes, you have to be proactive. That's why they say relationships are work. Marriage is work. You can't just go into marriage and sit and daydream and do everything else and leave the most important thing. See your partner. Tell him you love him. Tell him how he makes you feel. Tell him how he excites you. Show him. Smile like you mean it when you see him because he makes you happy. Right? It's the small things, guys. I keep saying it's the small things that make the biggest difference. If I can say that. The smallest things make the biggest difference and they mean the most. Because when you think about marriage or relationship, because a lot of people also don't believe in marriage. A lot of people, I guess because society is such a warped sense of security maybe, or it's just broken down over the years, but a lot of people don't believe in marriage and a lot of people just believe in being together and being happy. So I'm not going to touch on that and yay or nay that, okay? But it's for the long haul. And for the long haul means for the long haul. You're going to be with your person you want to be with them forever. And in being with them forever, you can't just be this robot that comes and appears every day. And look, there will be days like that, but it's going to take an effort. And I'm not only talking to women, I'm talking to men too. It's going to take an effort from both you as a man and the woman. And honesty. Honesty. And women, please don't be offended when our men open up and are honest with us. Because sometimes we want our men to be open and honest and share with us. And when they do, we want to hold that against them. You can't. Mature up. Open your ears, ladies. Men, open your ears. If your woman opens up, it's not that she's disrespecting you or trying to be cocky or who has she been with or no. Just listen and try. You'll be amazed. Maybe you're frustrated as a man, you don't even know it. Maybe as a woman you're frustrated, you've become so used to it. So if you can open up the small conversations, slowly, baby steps, because when you're starting out, like I said, it's step by step, it's baby steps. Start again. Why not Who said your beginning should only be your beginning years ago when you met? You can have a new beginning. You can revive your relationship. You can bring new life into your bedroom. You'll be happy as a woman. You'll be happy as a man. As a man, you'll have a spring in your step. You'll feel like a king. You'll feel that crown on your head. Same for the lady. You are the queen of the house. You are the king of the house. So in private, treat each other as such. So that when you come out from that private space, your kids will feel like princes and princesses. They'll feel secure. They'll feel loved because dad and mom love each other. And it doesn't have to be dad and mom, whether it's dad and mom or mom and or dad and your next relationship. But essentially, same thing. It trickles down to your kids. It trickles down to your finances. It trickles down to your well-being. It trickles down to everything in your life. It starts in the room. Ladies, no matter what's going on, keep the respect. Men, keep the respect. Love each other. Your woman should get compliments from you. Your man should get compliments from you. So that if somebody outside compliments your man, you shouldn't have a shock. Or if someone tells your wife she looks beautiful, or your partner she looks, oh, you look beautiful today, you shouldn't be like, oh, at least someone noticed. No. You have to notice each other in the house first. Anything else that happens outside shouldn't be a shock or shouldn't flatter you in that way or catch your attention. So, having said all that, I'm going to stop. I know it was hot and heavy today. I apologize. We needed to say some of this stuff. It was really something that caught my attention. And the comments were a lot. So I hope I've helped. And please love each other. Non-stop. Love each other, treat each other well. And I love you guys so much. Until the next video. Good night. Bye, guys.